overall win. After the emotional roller coaster of the last 24 hours, how good does it feel that the team found a way to win?
I'm just glad for the guys that they were able to get back on the floor, get back to what they enjoy doing, love doing, competing and playing the game of basketball. So at the end of the day, that was the best part of getting together and competing today.
What was the message to the guys after this one?
We got a road trip coming up. Chicago gave us a little dose of aggressive teams and our ability to take care of the basketball on the road, take care of each other, put us in a position to get some wins on the road.
Jacque, it seemed like last week you guys had made some steps in the right direction with the turnovers, and then today you had so many. Just what kind of went into that number today?
Not completely sure. We even end up changing the basketball throughout the course of the game, which doesn't happen too often. So we complained that it was a little bit too slippery, and Chicago did too, and they changed the ball. So I think that was the first 7. The other 21 we'll have to look at tomorrow. But overall, they're an aggressive team, and they always force you to not be casual. And I think we were casual at times with the basketball. So good test for us, especially going out west.
Coach, what did you think of DeAndre's performance today, and then did you use him any differently today than he's been used throughout the rest of the season?
I thought, first of all, both bigs were really good in their roles today. DJ's minutes were extended that first stint, and I thought it just gave us a presence and some stability at the rim. I thought we had some great verticalities throughout the course of the night, and he was part of a lot of them.
Coach, you said before the game you hoped the guys would play for each other. It looked like there was a little more assistant coaching going on there from the guys themselves. DJ was kind of hyped up again. Did you feel like they were helping you, Coach, and congrats on the first one?
Yeah, thank you, I appreciate that. I want it all, and I think you have that communication throughout the course of the game. Even when we went small at the end, being able to communicate that to the guys is important for us. We'll start implementing defenses that if you don't have the communication, they won't work. And so it was good to see us, at least for the first 3 quarters, communicate. Too many points given up in that fourth quarter.
Coach, Coby White came within inches of tying it. Is that your general philosophy, not to foul in the closing seconds when you're up 3?
We talked about it on the bench. That scenario presented itself that we weren't going to foul, but there'll be times analytically where we'll foul. But this situation, we chose not to.
Jacque went 4 of 6 from 3, and he was saying the other night that, lately he tried to be more aggressive, just get more threes off. How much have you seen that part of his game develop the last month plus?
Yeah, when he's making threes, he's really, really hard to defend. He has the knack to get to the rim, get to the basket, create contact, and finish. And when he can get his defender to inch up on him, that just gives him more opportunities to get downhill. I think he's playing with an extreme amount of confidence, and when you have confidence, multiple parts of your game are able to blossom, which is happening for Karis.
Coach, you were the lead assistant for the past few years. Was there anything from watching Kenny that you utilized today?
Without a doubt. The overall, where there was substitution patterns that we had talked about, we were a very collaborative staff, and so on both ends of the floor. So definitely, whether it was sub patterns, whether it was some play calls that guys were familiar with, overall there'll definitely be some familiarity because of Kenny and I being together for these years.
What was just your general assessment of the game plan in that fourth quarter in terms of effort level, in terms of execution? You guys were leading by 13, I think, in the third quarter, and then they got pretty close.
Yeah, I think we took a few possessions off where maybe we didn't get a 50-50 ball, we didn't box out. I use the word casual, and I said that to the guys in the huddle. The ability to lock in each possession is going to be a challenge for us. Good thing we locked in at the free throw line and made some free throws. That definitely helped. But the rest of the game, we have to be locked in.
Coach, Wilson was plus 21, even though he only scored 6 points. What does he do out there that allows him to have that type of impact on the game?
Somehow you want to put him on the floor. He's going to give you all that he has. We appreciate that. He's stable. Like each game, and that's a great place for a coach to be in, where you can count on that individual. And he gives the coaching staff confidence.
Everyone, thank you.
Okay, guys.